Alright, guys. So everyone's asking if OP12 is a buy. Well, I think the better question is what exactly is carrying this set long term? So today I'm not just rating OP12, but I'm psychoanalyzing it as an investor, a collector, and a fan. So let's see what this set really has to offer. Let's get to it. So things to consider before investing or long term. These are things that I personally chose. I think the biggest thing's the manga rare, the chase, what are people gonna want in the future. The SP cards, the price entry. Will collectors and fans want this in the future? Either the manga or the SPs. Um, the art, like how good do the cards look? Just because it's a Luffy chase, does the Luffy look good? Things like that. And the nostalgia factor. Those are the main things we'll be looking at. So, the manga rare. So the manga rare is Jewelry Bonnie. And in my opinion, like, I don't think this Bonnie card, first of all, has like manga rare aura. Like, I feel like a manga rare should feel like legendary, should feel amazing. Like when someone pulls it, they should be like, no way! Like they should be like feeling crazy. And I feel like pulling a Bonnie, like I don't think anyone's gonna feel like that no way type feeling or that's insane. Like it's just Bonnie. Like she's not really a main character to add on to it. Like, she's no Luffy, she's not a Zoro, a Sanji. Like we see Bonnie in a few arcs every here and there. So Bonnie's main arcs are Egghead basically, and you could argue Sabori. But after that, like she is not really shown or depicted in the manga or anime. Like those are the only times you see her. So she's really like just plot or lore relevant. And I think like that will matter a lot because when this egghead stuff, I know we're in Elbaf, but when the egghead stuff dies out, like it won't really have that long term obsession. Yeah, I feel like collectors will like usually they want like dominance, like legacy, like fan favorite cards. Leading back to the Luffy, the Law, the Zoro, the Shanks. I don't think Bonnie falls under it. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. And yeah, I think Bonnie is just like a niche character. Like, I don't really hear people talk about Bonnie. Like, damn, did you see what Bonnie did in the last chapter? Or damn, that Bonnie. Like, I don't know. I feel like Bonnie is just really niche. That emotional character that really hit in the Kuma arc. And if anything, I feel like Kuma was more like important or relevant in those moments. Um, yeah, I just don't see like that holy grail feeling in Bonnie. Like, I just like again, I said this before, but like I don't think anyone's gonna like wake up like, oh, we gotta chase that Bonnie. Like we gotta like it just I don't really feel that. But I will say she might have some end importance in One Piece. But yeah, those are my main arguments. All right, so these are the SPs. A lot of the sets, including OP12, which is in the bottom here. And what I'm trying to basically, my main argument is I think the OP12 SPs are like a little on the lower mid side compared to the other sets. We're not going to compare the first five just because those are more like unique sets and like that they're very early on. And they're harder to get right now. Like that, they're all 500 plus. So just going from OP6 onwards, like so OP6, right? Um, it's mid. Yeah, OP6 the SPs, but the thing is, it has the Zoro manga, so that makes up for it. OP7 SPs are they're cool, they're all right, but they have the Boa manga, which will be a chase in the future. Two Legends, you guys can watch my last video on that. They're mid, carried by Ace. OP9, now these are some gray SPs. Like these are what SP should look like. OP10, they're like yeah on the lower bad side. OP11, these are good SPs, and then OP12, like it's really just carried by the Blackbeard if I'm being honest, and the Zoro's kind of cool, the Ace, and maybe the Aokiji or Kuzan, whatever you want to call them, but let me see. I think it's on my next slide. Yeah, I really think this set is just carried by Blackbeard. I don't know what you call these, the alternate arts, the glow arts, like they're cool, I'll be honest. They're cool cards, but they're not iconic characters. Like, look at the top row. Tcigi? Oh my god, man, I'm tired of seeing Tcigi. Yasop. We see Yasop in like what, like the beginning in Romance Dawn, maybe like once every like 300, 400 episodes. Like he's part of Shanks' crew. We rarely even see Shanks. Lim. I'll be honest, I forgot who Lim was. Was that Whole Cake? Was that? I think that was like the before right before Whole Cake on the big elephant. The bottom row is cool. Okay, I like the bottom row. We got the Blackbeard, the gold and silver. I think Blackbeard will be a big chase in the future because Blackbeard is the main antagonist. If anything, Blackbeard could be the final fight. If it's not Emu, it could be like a Blackbeard versus Luffy esque final fight. Kuzan, Ace, and Zoro are iconic characters, so I like those choices. Say that. But I think the SPs are not unique compared to other sets. But overall, I'm not going to be a hater. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, just for the bottom row. Almost a 7.5 actually. I don't know. This Blackbeard's carry. Looking at the current price point, $225. If there's no reprints, I don't think it's terrible. Looking at the SPs that you could get and the Bonnie manga, because if there's no reprints, the supply will just lower and the demand will eventually increase as One Piece goes on, and it's not even ended yet. But the risks are obviously if there is reprints, and maybe if no one wants the Bonnie in the future, Bonnie doesn't play a bigger role, things of that nature. But really, it's, do you believe in the set? Do you believe in the manga Bonnie? Do you believe in the glow art SPs? If you believe in it, then I would highly encourage you to invest in 1 or 2 boxes and see how it plays. So these are me ranking what I think are the 3 worst sets. I think OP08, in my personal opinion, is like the worst. OP10 is the second worst. I might get some backlash. That might be my hot take, but I think OP10 is the second worst set, following by OP12. So these are like the 3 worst sets side by side. But I think you could argue and interchange OP10 and 12 because I think Law is definitely a better manga than Bonnie. But I think the SP cards in OP 12 are way better than OP10 if we see. Yeah, Royal Blood. Like we got the. I think this is not even a kind of Curry SP. This is the girl. Um, yeah, you could just see for yourself. I think the OP12 SPs are. So these are my rankings. And yeah, so I guess. Oh, before we get here, I guess let me give my final thoughts. Um, Yeah, definitely. In your opinion, if you believe in the Bonnie manga rare, if you believe in the SPs, the glow arts, then I would recommend you go for it. I think Blackbeard is the best SP in this, and because the Buggy SP is doing well, I think the Blackbeard's SP is also doing very very well, and should be doing better because I think Blackbeard plays a bigger role than Buggy. He is probably going to be the final battle, the main antagonist, the guy who is on par to fight for King of the Pirates, to fight Luffy for that throne. So yeah, just let me know what you think. What do you think of OP12? Do you believe in the Bonnie manga? Do you think Bonnie is gonna play a bigger role? Do you think I'm downplaying the glow art SPs? Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And subscribe. Peace.